it shall be the duty of such commissioners to examine into the value of the lands sought to be condemned, to conduct hearings and receive evidence, and generally to take such appropriate steps as may be proper for the determination of the value of the said lands sought to be condemned, and for such purpose the commissioners are authorized to administer oaths and subpoena witnesses, which said witnesses shall receive the same fees as are provided for witnesses in the federal courts. The said commissioners shall thereupon file a report setting forth their conclusions as to the value of the said property sought to be condemned, making a separate award and valuation in the premises with respect to each separate parcel involved. Upon the filing of such award in court, the clerk of said court shall give notice of the filing of such award to the parties to said proceeding, in manner and form, as directed by the judge of said court. Either or both parties may file exceptions to the award of said commissioners within 20 days from the date of the filing of said award in court. Exceptions filed to such award shall be heard before 3 federal district judges, unless the parties, in writing, in person, or by their attorneys, stipulate that the exceptions may be heard before a lesser number of judges. On such hearings such judges shall pass de novo upon the proceedings had before the commissioners, may view the property, and may take additional evidence. Upon such hearings the said judges shall file their own award, fixing therein the value of the property sought to be condemned, regardless of the award previously made by the said commissioners, at any time within 30 days, from the filing of the decision of the district judges upon the hearing on exceptions to the award made by the commissioners. Either party may appeal from such decision of the said judges to the Circuit Court of Appeals, and the said Circuit Court of Appeals shall upon the hearing on said appeal dispose of the same upon the record, without regard to the awards or findings theretofore made by the commissioners or the district judges. And such Circuit Court of Appeals shall thereupon fix the value of the said property sought to be condemned, upon acceptance of an award by the owner of any property herein provided to be appropriated, and the payment of the money awarded, or upon the failure of either party to file exceptions to the award of the commissioners within the time specified, or upon the award of the commissioners and the payment of the money by the United States pursuant thereto, or the payment of the money awarded into the registry of the court by the corporation. The title to said property, and the right to the possession thereof shall pass to the United States, and the United States shall be entitled to a rate, in the same proceeding, to dispossess the former owner of said property, and all lessees, agents, and attorneys of such former owner, and to put the United States, by its corporate creature and agent, the corporation, into possession of said property, in the event of any property owned in whole or in part by minors, or insane persons, or incompetent persons, or estates of deceased persons, then the legal representatives of such minors, insane persons, incompetent persons, or estates shall have power, by and with the consent and approval of the trial judge, in whose court said matter is for determination, to consent to, or reject the awards of the commissioners herein provided for, and in the event that there be no legal representatives, or that the legal representatives for such minors, insane persons, or incompetent persons shall fail, or decline to act, then such trial judge may, upon motion, appoint a guardian ad litem to act for such minors, insane persons, or incompetent persons, and such guardian ad litem shall act to the full extent, and to the same purpose and effect as his word could act, if competent, and such guardian ad litem shall be deemed to have full power and authority to respond, to conduct, or to maintain any proceeding herein provided for affecting his said ward. Section 26. The net proceeds derived by the board from the sale of power and any of the products manufactured by the corporation, after deducting the cost of operation, maintenance, depreciation, amortization, and an amount deemed by the board as necessary to withhold as operating capital or devoted by the board to new construction, shall be paid into the Treasury of the United States at the end of each calendar year. Section 27. All appropriations necessary to carry out the provisions of this Act are hereby authorized. Section 28. That all acts or parts of acts in conflict herewith are hereby repealed, so far as they affect the operations contemplated by this Act. Section 29. The right to alter, amend, or repeal this Act is hereby expressly declared and reserved, but no such amendment or repeal shall operate to impair the obligation of any contract made by said corporation, under any power conferred in this Act. Section 30. The sections of this Act are hereby declared to be separable, and in the event any one or more sections of this Act be held to be unconstitutional, the same shall not affect the validity of other sections of this Act. Approved, May 18, 1933.